Did you see Giant's new bike?
Wait, is this a Giant bike or is it a bike that will fit you?
This is a Giant kids bike. The brand Giant, so it is in fact a small or even normal size kids bike.
Okay, so not a giant bike, a bike that will fit. So it is a bike that will fit you rather than being a giant bike.
It might not quite fit me, but I would still ride it and enjoy it.
Okay, cool. So tell us about it, Francis.
It's aimed at children aged 7 to 12. So yeah, I'm just outside, almost there. Designed to be close to an adult's bike as possible. It comes in Giant and Liv branding, and their pitch is, Giant has developed the new Seek from the ground up as a high-performance road bike designed with the frame, fork, saddle, and every accompanying component to be correctly sized for kids in the 130 to 150 centimetre height range, aka 4'3" to 4'11", while maintaining the high-performance standards and materials that go into Giant's adult road bikes.
I want one.
This is what I find quite odd about it, is that it's a bike for small people. It isn't a kid's bike. Like, this could be serving so many adults, yet by calling it a kid's bike, it kind of alienates people from then using it, or even they don't see it as an option.
It's wild that they clearly know that there are large categories of people that are not serviced by the bike industry very well, because they created a brand for women specific, called Liv. But then none of the bikes in the Liv range really go small enough, and none of the components are the right size. But then they make this. So either they just don't know what they're doing. That's the conclusion.
They as in the bike industry.
Giant, but Giant is a big portion of the bike industry.
True.
So.
True.
A giant portion, some would say.
I will caveat and say, last time I said this about Liv, we did have some emails from people saying that they had Liv bikes and actually they found they were really good. I haven't been able to see one from the geometry charts, which I think would work for me. But I mean, I don't know, each to their own on that. But it looks like just a... It's got a very sloped top tube, of course. It looks little, but it looks cool. 650B wheels, 32mm bars, 130mm cranks. You were saying that the shifters are smaller as well, though.
They're smaller, yeah. They're designed for small hands, which is really cool, and a thing that should be on other bikes.
If it could just be a tiny bit bigger...
Now you want a bigger bike?
Yeah.
No, but this is the thing. I guarantee you that they're saying that this is for 130 to 150, and I bet it isn't. I bet it's actually for people that are your height.
5 foot, just around 5 foot.
Yeah. Should we order one in and do a review on it?
But you've already complained about 650B wheels. You want 700s,
I know.
Maybe we'll end up getting our hands on one because my friend Giles, who I ride with all the time, he has achondroplasia, a form of dwarfism, and he has a custom-made, we featured it on the channel before, he bought a custom Sarto, beautiful Italian bike. It's 700C wheels, but it's designed with the right geometry for him, and it is very, very small. He doesn't have a spare bike, and that bike's very expensive, so when it's in the shop being repaired or being serviced, he's completely without a bike, and suddenly there's now an option, despite having 650B wheels, which is not his preference because it does limit you with tire choice and that kind of thing, and he won't be able to use his existing wheels on it. It's still the first option out there that's like, oh, this is actually a good bike off the peg and might be an option. So I secretly want him to get it so we can tinker with it and see what it's like. There's loads of cool stuff on it, like the group set TRP is the same group set, but it doesn't have these features on this bike, but they built it around the classified hub. So there's a internal, essentially like an internal front mech that goes in your rear hub. That was a separate system and has now been integrated, and they've done a collaboration with them. So the TRP levers operate the classified hub and your normal cassette as well, like the normal derailleur. So that's a cool system. I want to get my hands on that too.
So the one you're talking about is the Seek 1, which is the higher spec model, £2,500. RRP. The Seek 2 RRP £1,400. According to the spec sheet, according to the spec sheet, has 10-speed microshift sword cassette paired with microshift e-shifting.
Oh.
Which is something we haven't heard about before.
What?
So it looks like microshift e-shifting is going to be called Cypher. And this is the first time we've sort of heard of it. They've sort of inadvertently given us a little juicy morsel of what's to come from microshift there.
It must be
Cool.
very cheap then, compared to electronic group sets. If this entire bike is £1,400,
The cheaper version won't have carbon wheels and stuff like that. That's where most of the cost saving will be. But that group set does seem, that's a lot of money off, isn't it?
This happens in children's clothing and shoes, right? They don't put tax on it. So like my shoe size, I can actually buy a children's shoe for about 20 to £30 cheaper for the exact same shoe because there's no tax on it. I don't know if that's what's happening here, but maybe the kids' bike is cheaper because there's no tax. I don't know. So I guess the roundup on this one is that clearly they can make smaller bikes, so it would be nice to see some smaller bikes.
Yeah, they can do it, so why don't they? Yeah. That's what annoys me about it. It's like, there's even the components. You can make a bike with a small crank.
I think there's reduced VAT. The internet very quickly looks like there's reduced VAT on kids' bikes.
So this is what me and the smaller people need to be doing. Maybe your wife as well. She's a shorty as well. We just
can't find bikes for her.
Yeah, start getting the
kids
models.